Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode, we'll be dealing with Jean, the last member of Team Unicorn. Hey, Kuwagata Alpha. Alright, so the last member of Team Unicorn is supposed to explicitly specialize in doing and bringing out Lightning Tricorn, and then using Lightning Tricorn's effect to bring out both Voltic Bicorn and Thunder Unicorn that are already in his graveyard, thanks to the other two duelists that were being thrown around. Instead, our goal for this duel very specifically is to summon out Draco-Knight, Draco Equiste. Something that is relatively difficult to do because getting out Stardust Dragon in Yusei's deck is more difficult than it's supposed to be.
Well, once you start splashing in polymerization and other clutter in the deck, certainly, now you're reducing the consistency of just getting Stardust Dragon out in the first place. Wait, you have to activate the effect?
I do not want to use a Stronghold Guardian right now.
Right. No, the great use of theming. We have the Draco-Knight, the dragons, and now the castle. The floating... Well, actually, it's not floating. It's sitting on the back of a warrior.
Which is significantly worse, you know, because that guy has got to be extremely tired. Hey, Hypnocorn. I have actually gotten a lot of good mileage out of Hypnocorn. I don't know how I managed to do that because it's not actually all that good of a monster, but I have gotten a lot of good mileage out of Hypnocorn.
Now with the Jut Fighter, we can switch his Hypnocorn to
we can finally summon
mode.
Stardust Dragon.
Or just, well, I mean, you could, I guess this way now we can actually inflict damage on him by attacking his weaker monster.
Yeah, except we're probably going to go after Delta Flyer because killing the tuner to prevent him from going into Synchro monsters is significantly more important.
Yes.
I mean, Hypnocorn's already missing one chance to use its effect, so...
Jeez, 4 face down cards, and none of them were battle phase ready.
Yeah, that's one of the issues that Jean actually has, and yes, it's supposed to be Jean, but I pronounce it Jean because, you know, fuck French. Because he is very specific, because he very specifically is trying to capitalize on his first two members' decks, he doesn't actually have all that much battle effects going on. Specifically because Thunder Unicorn is supposed to, you know, be the answer for a lot of his battle phase stuff. Which is why he's summoning. Is this Thunder? No, this is 6. So no, that's 7. So Voltic. At least we get to see Voltic Bicorn.
Now we appear to be at a stalemate of sorts.
Oh no, we're not at a stalemate. This is me deciding if I want to do this or not, and I do decide to actually go for it.
You're gonna ram.
No, I'm not gonna ram. I have Polymerization and a Stardust Dragon on the field and a warrior in hand. Come on out, Draco-Knight, Draco Equiste.
Yay.
No, not yay, because this is a terrible fucking play. It would actually just be safer to sit on Stardust Dragon here. But I wanted to show off our new boss monster.
It looks cool.
It does look very cool, but... I think what I'm trying to do here is actually scroll down so I could read the rest of Draco-Knight, Draco Equiste effect. Because, like, I straight up don't remember what this thing does for most of the time. Ouch.
Good lord. I think banish until the end phase.
Draco-Knight Draco Equiste will allow me to change its name to be Stardust Dragon. Okay.
Cool. Now we can switch it back to attack mode and finish what we started.
And let's see, do I want to actually summon AD Changer? Apparently not. I mean, it is only a 100-100 monster. Damn it! I should have summoned my AD Changer.
Well, you have another main phase. I mean, you should get him out so that you can eventually get him in the graveyard. There you go.
Sending him from my hand to the graveyard is usually better, though.
Oh, of course.
Especially if I, you know, especially if I actually have that ability in my deck. But I don't. But other than Quick Draw Synchron, I'm not entirely sure if Yusei has that ability.
Well, I would think that for the sake of helping you get Draco-Knight Equiste on the field, that they would do away with the other Synchron clutter.
No, they do not. Very specifically, I know I still have Junk Archer and Junk Destroyer in my extra deck. I'm not sure if I have Drill Warrior right now, but I might have both Turbo Warrior and Drill Warrior in that extra deck. Hey, Junk Synchron.
Well, I mean, how could anybody get rid of our favorite Synchron tuner?
Yeah. So let's see. We use Junk Synchron specifically to grab Fortress Warrior, or do we want to grab? Okay, we're gonna grab Fortress Warrior, and that is 8. So now we can actually bring out another Stardust Dragon. But we're gonna go to Junk Destroyer instead.
I was gonna say,
mostly so that we can destroy three cards on the field.
We came really close to getting another Draco-Knight Equiste.
Yeah. And yeah, as Annotations Credit mentions here, because Gene is effectively on 0 cards in his hand, yeah, this duel is effectively over.
Card advantage. It's a metric. It's an
it
I
is a
lose
metric
button.
with which you should build all of your decks, which is why I am absolutely terrible at building decks, because I never actually use that metric.
My cards are more numerous than yours.
Especially in Yu-Gi-Oh, I end up trying very specifically to build explosive combo decks that don't necessarily work. So yeah.
Well, see, there are no quick draw Synchrons in your deck. It's just Junk Synchron.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so we can steal Stardust now, and then use Junk Synchron. Let's see, what are we grabbing? Yeah, Fortress Warrior. Okay.
Let's go into Junk Warrior. I hope.
Activate you for.
Oh no! Let's
cool bolt Hedgehog.
Let's go into Junk Archer.
Yeah, we're going to Junk Archer. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think the better move would... I mean, we win the game no matter what. Hell, we don't even have to summon a monster right now. We're just doing it because we feel like it.
Yep.
Okay, first you. Oh, what is happening?
Oh, it's okay. It's just Reanimation Wave.
It's a... I don't understand what this card is.
Here, mill 7 more cards from my deck.
Cool.
Thank you.
You still lose. GG.
Go, Drago-Knight, Draco Equiste, Stardust Dragon. Slay the Jean.
The coup de grace.
Yeah, Team Unicorn is honestly a really interesting group of bros. And to be perfectly honest, I wish I felt the same way about the next team that we're fighting, but I don't.
I just realized that all 3 of them have a unicorn icon on their on the left side of their uniforms. That's freaking awesome.
All right. So now we have to start our fight against Team Ragnarok. And yes, these guys are the guys that are running the Nordic monsters, specifically Thor, Loki, and Odin. In that order, Dragon specializes in bringing out Thor. Which is really weird for him to fight Jack, because Jack, just destroys all of the Dragon's defense position monsters over and over again thanks to RDA. Crow ends up fighting Loki, and Yusei ends up taking down Odin.
Summon the giant orc.
I mean, yeah, he's a pretty decent shield.
When the best offense is also simultaneously the best defense.
The reason why we didn't set Prideful Roar is that we specifically want to use Prideful Roar's battle effect to work as an answer against Thor if Dragon's actually able to bring it out.
Another thing about sitting on trap cards is that whether you set it later or you set it earlier, your opponent also likely will be sitting on the removal that would basically defeat the purpose of you waiting to put it face down in the first place.
Yeah. Hey, Red Dragon Archfiend. I like Red Dragon Archfiend. I'm not entirely sure if he's my second favorite generic synchro monster, but he's up there.
Oh, good
also,
lord, it's
Raiko then
Raiko.
blows up our Red Dragon Archfiend. God
Yep.
damn it!
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, because very specifically, yeah, Lightsworn exists at this point in time. Lightsworn happens at the very end of GX, despite the fact that no one in GX ever being able to run it.
Fear the Lightsworn.
A super nimble mega hamster. Now, the reason why Dragon's deck looks and feels a lot like the Unicorn deck is because Thor specifically requires Nordic Beast monsters, and Mega Hamster itself can actually bring out the white goat, Tangrasir, or at least however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce its name. This one, yeah. No, that's the black goat. Sorry. As Annotations Greta is attempting to describe here, all of the level 4 Synchron Warrior monsters come with relatively interesting effects. But all these interesting effects tend to have pretty significant downsides to them. Hey, Garm.
So
Garm is honestly one of my
beasts.
favorites of the Nordic Beast monsters, simply because of how effective it is at being a wall monster.
Oh,
and
boy.
here is Thor, Lord of the Aesir. Also, Solemn Authority to make it immune to spell and traps this turn.
Oh, right, because it works, because this Solemn card actually interacts with the Acer.
Yep. I can't use Prideful Roar. Dang it.
That sucks.
Now I can use Prideful Roar. Haha!
Aha!
Which allows us to kill Thor in battle, meaning that his effect activates, yes? Alright, now we activate Call of the Haunted in order to bring back our RDA.
Ain't this a real swing?
It's not that big of a swing, to be perfectly honest. I mean,
It's
Call
a
of the
pretty
Haunted-
big swing.
Alright, Thor effect, banishing one of the Nordic Beasts to special summon itself and burn us for 8.
Right, because now he's got Thor back on the field.
But, thanks to Top Runner, our RDA now has the ability to run over it.
Just in time. Almost like the people who arranged this duel in the first place had intended that to happen.
They did not.
That seems a little too perfect to be a coincidence. I mean, for God's sake, you ran it over by 100 points.
Okay, how about I tell you the fact that the only reason he didn't bring Thor back out there is because I actually don't know what the reason why he didn't bring Thor back out there. We killed him in battle again, so he should have been able to bring him back out.
Well, oh, right. Well, maybe he's out of...
No,
you're,
he's not
you're
out of
the
Nordic
expert
Beast.
here, Greg. You tell me.
We put a bunch more Nordic Beasts back in his graveyard this turn, so I don't know why he didn't bring back Thor.
So it was a misplay. So we're losing because we're going to win because the freaking computer AI is just plain inadequate.
Yeah.
Which is not the first time that we had observed an inadequate computer AI when we are coming up with better moves than even what the computer did.
Only rarely, though. Be safe, everybody.